Very good evening to you, and welcome to one of my beer reviews. And time to review a beer again, which I've had before, and I've kind of saved the best for last. Is probably the best way of putting it. And it's another beer from the new Wharf Brewing Company, and this is their DIPA, which stands for Double India Pale Ale. And now I have had this before, and I know it's really, really good. And yeah, the reason I sort of say this for last is because I just, it's my favourite out of the range. And basically, as I've said before in the other reviews, New Wharf Brewing, they've been around since about August, September last year. They're based in Maidenhead in Berkshire. A good mate of mine, Kevin Black, is the brewer there, and he very kindly gave me 4 bottles of it from his core range beers to review. Very decent of him. And yeah, it's double IPA. And my understanding is that this is based on the double IPA he did again when I was a home brewer under the name Blackie's Brewery. He gave me a bottle of that again. It's about 2 or 3 years ago now, which was great. And my understanding is this is pretty much the same sort of thing from what he did when he was home brewing, but obviously doing it on a much larger scale because New Wharf is a 20 barrel plant. It's huge, and I love the hops he's used in this as well, because you can see on the front he's been quite open and honest about it. He's used Simcoe, Mosaic, and Centennial. Now, they're 3 really great American hops, and at the moment there are so many new strains of hops coming out all the time, and a lot of the really big craft breweries out there are really jumping on the bandwagon and using them. Verdant from Falmouth are a good example. Magic Rock from up north, they've been using loads of really experimental, really quite powerful hops. I mean, the Unhuman Cannonball, which I had by Magic Rock last year, it was so hoppy, it sort of burnt the back of your throat. It was crazy stuff. And that was some crazy experimental American hop, which had only just come out that they were using. But yeah, I mean, Simcoe, Mosaic, and Centennial. Mosaic is probably the most recent hop out of the 3. That's been around since about 2012. Simcoe, that's around about the year 2000. And Centennial is a really classic American hop, actually. It's been around since about the year 1990. It's a very underused hop as well. Not a lot of the breweries are using Centennial, so it's nice to see it being used in a double IPA as well, because there's no reason why it shouldn't be, quite frankly. What else can I say? It comes in at 8.5 ABV, so it's exactly the right ABV for a double IPA. 330ml bottle. Big bold double IPA has been handcrafted using the finest English malts and 3 American hops. Time for a tropical explosion. Please drink fresh. So there we go. And believe in the brew, which again is Kevin Black's signature. Is it? Okay, right. Let's get it open and let's see what happens. But I have already had this in a bottle. I had it last week with Blackie down at the Purple Turtle, and I was super impressed by it. Right, let's get it in a glass. Okay. All right, that's pouring with really good carbonation, actually. Really good. Okay, stop there. Wow, two finger head going on there. Great carbonation, lovely colour as well. Really nice. Yeah, look at those bubbles. There's a really good carbonation going on there, actually. Fantastic. Okay, right, let's go with the nose. Oh. Oh yeah. I mean, the aroma it's strong, but it's not crazy strong. I mean, a lot of again, to use the example of Verdant, Magic Rock, Cloudwater as well. Some of the dippers, the hoppy aroma, almost like burns your nose because it can be so strong. You're not getting that from this. You're definitely getting the tropical notes. You can smell the hops, but it's not like really shooting up your nose like it wants to burn the back of your nose. Oh, it's lovely. You can smell the citrus tones. They're so prominent there. The grapefruit, the oranges, the lemons, they're all there. It really does smell great. Yeah, well, let's go with the taste. Cheers. I think I can safely say I've never had a more mellow tasting 8.5% beer in my life. I just don't think I have. Um, it hides its ABV incredibly well. It doesn't even have the slightest inkling of a boozy note to it at all, which you sometimes get from strong beers, which I personally don't like. I find that really quite off-putting. Um, you can taste the Mosaic and the Simcoe big time. You can really taste it in there. But what you're not getting, which you often get from double IPAs, is that hop burn in the back of your throat, which I was mentioning earlier about the Young Human Cannibal by Magic Rock and some of the Verdant beers which I've had. It really does burn the back of your throat because they're so powerfully hopped. You're just not getting that from this at all. It's so subtle, but it just the fact it's subtle, it just enhances the flavour. It really does. It's such a well-rounded beer. It really is. For its strength and the flavour and everything, it's beautiful. It really is a beautiful beer. Um, wow. If you're producing something of that quality on 20 barrel, I'm hugely impressed. I haven't had it in any other format. I know it's out on cask, which again, a cask double IPA, that's quite something, because it's normally something which breweries will just stick in a key keg or in a can or a bottle. Um, I can't think from the top of my head of another brewery that's actually casked a double IPA. Um, I know the Castle Tap in Reading have got a cask of it, and I think the Purple Turtle have got one as well. But I'm dead keen to try it on cask because that's really quite unusual. A cask double IPA. Hopefully it'll work. As I said, it generally isn't a beer which you normally see on cask, so we'll see. But out of a bottle, it's banging, absolutely banging. It's brilliant. I would actually go as far as saying it is simply one of the best double IPAs I've ever had. It is that good. It's brilliant. Would I drink it again? Yeah, absolutely yes. What would I give New Wharf Brewing Company's DIPA? I think there's only one thing I can do. 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 beer. It is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, if you like your double IPAs, or if you like your IPAs even, go and get yourself a bottle. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening. All the best. Cheers. Goodbye.